Mr. Griffith. Now that's
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Good evening. There is a dimension between heaven and hell, between the primeval and the sublime, between judgment and grace. A place where weakness and transgression are purged. What this place looks like doesn't matter. It might be a celestial courtroom, an arena of lost souls, or even a local dive. In our case, it's a regular classroom in a small college. Students may call it hell, but for our purposes, we'll call it Purgatorio. With this, if you will, I want Mr. Norman Reading. Conscientious, considerate, kind, occasionally even insightful. Norman isn't one to incite derision or passion. One might say he turns neither heads nor stomachs. If one were to describe him as a flavor, one might say he's celery. But tonight, Norman's passion has become ours. For you see, Norman is in pursuit of joy, the most elusive of all states. A state made more elusive by the distractions of pride, jealousy, avarice, lust, sloth, gluttony, and wrath. Submitted for your approval, the search for joy in the Purgatorio.
Hi, Joy.
Hi, Norman. Are you ready to hear more about Dante today?
You know it.
Come on. Mr. Virgil's not that bad.
Well, he's better than Mr. Griffith. That guy's a self-righteous ass.
I know. Could he be more opinionated and judgmental?
And what's with the Nazi attendance policy of his? He's on such a power trip.
Hey, speaking of dysfunctional people, what's with the other students in the class? I mean, there's something just not right about them.
I know exactly what you mean. Like the dude in the cowboy hat. What's up with him? Yesterday, we were at the Phi Theta Catholic charity drive. I saw him putting condoms and headshots of himself in care packages for the local nursing home. Then last Thursday, he asked Mr. Francis for the latex in the chemistry lab. He said he was going to make a very special kind of underwear. And then once he even...
Buy, before the price goes up 3 1/4 per share. Oh, I found a penny. I gotta go. Buy. No, I don't mean buy as in buy 50. She doesn't mean buy as in goodbye. I found a penny.
He's not good luck.
Well, how do you know?
I found a penny, didn't I?
That's one thing when you look for a finger shoot.
Get your own change, lard ass.
What are you doing?
Just believe what people throw away. One time I found a full gummy bear in the cat biology lab.
Man, you're so righteous.
Maybe there's a reason why people throw some items of food away.
Like you thought trash, I could leftovers.
Get out of my seat, butthead! What are you buttheads looking at?
Nothing.
You calling me nothing? Huh? Who wants their ass kicked first?
We're sorry we offended you, but please don't kick our asses.
Yeah, don't kick our asses. I like my ass just the way it is. You don't want to kick someone's ass, kick his. It's big enough with all the double cheeseburgers he eats.
I never said that remark if it weren't true.
Did I hear someone talking about asses? That's one of my 3 favorite subjects. Well, hey, girl. How you doing? Bugging you. I think I'll take this here seat right next to you.
All the good chairs are already taken.
I found a penny.
I found some dried cream corn. At least I think it was dried cream corn.
I never find anything.
Ow!
Ta-da! Class can begin. I'm here.
What makes you so special to think class begins when you get here?
Every class, everywhere I go. Thanks for stealing my interest.
How do I look?
What? I get it, girl! Ow!
What was that?
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone's weekend?
Scissor kicked my grandma.
Let's take roll. Make sure everyone's here. Joy Hightower.
Here.
Norman Reading.
Here.
Randy Action.
Rip roaring and ready to go, just like hookers and porn stars.
Okay, Tony Storm.
Here, butthead. Here.
Chris Eaton.
Oh, here.
Terry Midas.
Here, ready to earn.
Don't you mean ready to learn?
Whatever.
Lucy Hollywood.
Oh, of course I'm here. We don't have to continue with the attendance now that we've established that, do we?
Pat Seeley. Why don't you sit up? Gene Green.
Of course. He says my name last, and of course everyone laughs at my name. Why couldn't I have a cool name? Everyone else gets one.
As you know, we've been covering the narrator's journey through the 9 circles of hell in Dante's Inferno. Now we'll turn to the second part of the Divine Comedy, Purgatorio, or Purgatory, a posthumous realm of moral cleansing. Despite the fact the Bible makes no specific mention of such a place, the Catholic Church promoted the idea of its existence. Now, you may ask, why would the Catholic Church include it as part of its dogma?
To make money.
Well, I meant that question to be rhetorical. Still, the sale of papal indulgences was a money-making scheme for some priests. However, this corruption of doctrine was the target of church reform. Actually, the real reason for its introduction was to create a balance between the question of grace versus works. On one hand, they wanted to avoid the idea of a God who would doom someone to eternal damnation for committing an unconfessed sin. That person led a good life up until that moment. On the other hand, they wanted to avoid a culture of license where people felt there was no consequences for their sins. So, in purgatory, people would suffer for a set amount of time in order to be purified for their entry into heaven. Its inhabitants, though suffering, were happy because they were on their way to paradise. Now we'll turn to the second part of my lecture.
Yeah, got a pizza delivered for Chris Eaton.
Finally!
I knew me a girl that worked at a police pizza place. I sure liked her toppings. Her slices.
Jeff McCollam.
Is that dude off that movie Fat Times at Ridgemont High? I like that part when that chick gets out of the pool, all slow motion and sexy like.
Actually, take that pizza to the front office. I'll work out the bill later.
What a waste of food!
And money.
I'll go in on a pizza with you later.
Yeah, but I'll never get that pizza back. It's gone forever.
Why don't you pass it around? Maybe we all were hungry.
Oh, and I should get the first slice.
I probably get the
Okay, people. Let's get back to the course content. Now, earlier, I mentioned the cardinal sins. Does anyone know what the cardinal sins are? No one. All right, then I'll tell you. In Dante's mind, this meant the 7 deadly sins. Pride, wrath, avarice, sloth, gluttony, envy, and lust. Yes.
Why were these sins called deadly?
Excellent question. I'm glad someone's actually listening. Scripture says the wages of sin is death. Now, to Christians, this means the punishment for original sin. However, it may mean more than this. For example, how many people have died due to corporate greed? How many people killed themselves because they lived to eat rather than eat to live? How many people are murdered, even young ones, killed by their own parents? How people slowly die on the inside because they are addicted to pornography. How people never really live because they are consumed by petty jealousies and perceived slights. Landscapes scarred by litter, poor service, dissatisfaction, and general disinterest are all hallmarks of sloth. And what of pride? Considered to be the queen of all sins. It is said when one is practicing humility, they are emulating Christ, or being Christ-like. But when one is practicing arrogance, it could be argued that he or she is Lucifer-like. Deadly was a term used by moralists to wake people up.
If these sins are so deadly, then why do people embrace them?
Excellent question. I think there's two major reasons for this phenomenon. First, sin appeals to our senses and our emotions. It takes these normally good things, a healthy sex drive, ambition, etc., and twists and distorts them to the detriment of all else. Second, and perhaps more important, sin never shows up in all its ugliness. It charms us. It makes fun of itself to throw us off guard. First, we laugh at sin, then with sin, then at virtue when sin consumes us. Of course, I'm merely reiterating the Catholic paradigm under which Dante wrote. So,
Of course.
now we'll move on to...
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the folks up front wouldn't pay for the pizza, so...
All right, I'll pay for it. I wanted pizza for lunch anyway. Well, we're actually ahead of schedule, so I'll let you guys out early.
Excuse me, but I'm leaving first. There are many more people who haven't had the opportunity to see me today. Oh, miss me.
I'd follow that out the door any day.
Early lunch, kick ass! Time, buddy, gotta go.
I got a feeling for this. I'm pissed.
Well, I guess I'll go. Not that anybody cares anyway.
Well, that was a weird class.
Every class in here is a weird class.
So now they're away from all those distractions. I was wondering, are you doing anything for lunch?
Besides going in on a pizza with Chris?
Yeah.
Not really. Did you have anything in mind?
I thought we could eat lunch together. I promise to pay, eat moderate portions, not talk excessively about myself, avoid hot-button issues, not compare myself to any previous boyfriends you may or may not have had, think pure thoughts, and stay awake during the meal.
With all those promises, I don't think I can refuse. Shall we?
After you.